a delivery truck from the Lowe's company. But what was going on was at Pacific Coast Highway and about sunset, this vehicle basically was being tracked by the helicopter, the LAPD helicopter. And when the black and white started getting in
Good to see everybody.
Well, that's when the driver decided, well, this is going to turn into a pursuit.
We in a chase, stolen Lowe's truck,
everybody kind of moving out of its way.
hauling
and then the pursuit was definitely on.
On the
California
move.
Highways, excuse me, it's going to be LAPD. They had a couple of units behind it.
LAPD is on it.
Just following back,
Chris, good to see you.
Probably because they're worried
report
about
shot,
this
reporting for duty.
Pacific Coast Highway. We've had a lot of crashes out here, especially with that high-speed driving.
LFG.
And now we have somebody in a stolen
LFG.
truck. We don't know if that driver is familiar with this vehicle or if this was a crime of opportunity. And you can clearly see it right there. Speeds are really starting to pick up.
He
He
pushed his way through a crowd already. So it's been Fred Franklin, everybody. Fred Franklin has made it.
And then, of course, with this bigger truck,
Hell yeah, Fred. Let me let Creed know there's a chase.
These are the problems that we've been worried
about.
Oh,
there he is. I knew he'd make it.
There he is. It's a box truck. I'm here, baby.
This was allegedly stolen, Creed. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. It looks like a Lowe's truck, huh?
Yeah, and we don't get those all the time.
No.
If you can get the 7 feet up.
Yep, sure can. I can handle that. And I can say thank you to Cooper McCooperson. We're a tight squeeze there.
Yes.
Already bumped a few cars at as we were going live.
I like a little bumping and grinding. That's all right.
Like that, then you get off the roadway, you get into those dips.
Wonder if anything's in that.
It might not be a bad thing if he does something.
Could be lumber.
If we try making any turns here and there, we'll see it.
Right now, those speeds are definitely kind of picking up.
Lumber heist.
Again, but this driver really not concerned
That's
about
a good point.
any of
It
those
does.
red lights or any of the traffic. Every time we've come into any kind of situation,
Just delivering the goods.
Other vehicles around him, he's made every effort to get around, meaning, going on the wrong side of the road or far over to the right. So this vehicle clearly not stopping.
I did,
very defiant of the
Thank
laws.
God I've got
Again,
my notifications on, like you guys should too, when you subscribe, notifications on, because you never know when we're going to have a live one, and I figured it out. I have the other up and ready to go if you need it.
This is
okay.
where it's going to get tense once again.
Judging from your own experience, which is the better shot?
We just don't want to see any of that. He's
well, I mean, I love Marcel, but at the moment, I think we're good where we're at for the moment.
Squeezing along that wall, man, just so close.
Carol, hello, and thank you.
Carol, the quilter of the year.
You just don't want to see anybody get hurt, not even that suspect.
Very true, Stu. Very true.
Good point, Stu. And good going, Chris. I say thank you. $5 Wednesday.
I don't know if it's $5 Wednesday, but it's definitely C Wednesday. Everybody has given money thus far. His name has started with the letter C.
And also celebrating today, ironically enough, with the letter C is Chatty. 16 months of member. Thank you, Chair.
That's kind of creepy. 3 C's in a row.
Yeah, listen, how long's this one got to go for? About an hour and a half, and we're good.
Oh, it's got a long time to go. Long time.
I haven't heard, and I've been trying to peek. It's funny that you just brought that up. I really was just looking inside the cab, trying to figure out if we could get a good look at the driver. But
maybe this is just a guy who's, he's late for a delivery.
Signal up. That means we have to keep up a little altitude, and of course,
maybe speaking of that, this needs to end in about 18 minutes. I believe Steak and Shake will be here, so let's start wrapping it up. David. 9 months of member, and Miss K right behind you.
Miss K.
Which doesn't make the situation any better, as
the situation isn't any better.
Some issues for performance, and of course you got a little bit of rain out here. I know Maria's
hello there, OG Fred Franklin.
I know, wasn't it great to see Fred in there?
31 months of member.
I got excited when I saw Fred was here.
Always good to see our old friend Fred. His real name, but
the northern part of Malibu,
in case you were wondering.
Traditional
the speeds,
Netherlandian name.
Slow, but at least they're not getting up in the
That's what it would appear to be.
Some of that center divider, but it's kind of blending in with a lot of the other traffic. I'm going to get a little bit wider to get an idea what's happening ahead of me.
Jim, thank you for the 2 pounds.
Up ahead, but it seems like he's
generosity
with the flow of traffic, which is
rub it all over your
but,
body.
right now, LAPD, they're going to want to bring this to an end.
I do too. We've had a couple of box truck live chases where they actually have opened up the back before.
I thought we were going to take out those yellow Bomberman fingers.
Come on, Adam. We'll just call them a stanchion. Everything's a stanchion.
Possibly because
fencing,
of the location, we're getting into the
anything,
sheriff's area, and or they might be
nice
going
early treat.
I'm
impressed.
They're hoping that the driver of this truck might calm down.
Free Lowe's advertising.
Oh, I know. What a deal for them, am I right?
That's what it's all about.
You get too excited. Why are you going to leave us again?
Always thinking about first.
Just as he comes into our lives, he's back out again.
Like that ex-girlfriend that just broke up with her boyfriend, and she's just like, well, I mean,
I'm just here to pick up my stuff.
Yeah,
get excited.
You definitely can't see.
That's what they're thinking, Edward. We'll see.
We've been covering a lot of these.
Definitely a nice area.
And we never get an idea of how fast those cars are going. We just say that.
And thank you for the 14 bones. Appreciate that. Cherry right behind you.
Ooh, 4 C. 4 C words.
There's Fire Captain. Hope you're doing good. C words, not see you next Tuesday, by the way. I just want to clarify that.
Just C words. Yeah. Come on now. Let's not get crazy.
It is working. That truck driving a little bit less reckless is probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, they're not driving into oncoming traffic. They're not bobbing and weaving too much.
No, that was at the very beginning.
So they rubbed up against a couple of cars. Did they?
They got stuck in traffic and decided they were going to kind of maneuver their way into the other side and get across and everything.
Interesting that happened then, because that means if they start putting some more pressure on them, then that just might see some action then from that. Good old Stu. Stu was live. He's been doing a lot of live lately, by the way, which is pretty cool.
It was funny. I was listening to Stu before he went live with the news people. I was listening and he was like, "What do you mean it's over?" Somebody was telling him the chase was over. He's like, "Okay. Well, I guess that truck right there is just, in a hurry to get this delivery out." And it's like pushing into the other lane and a whole bunch of cops behind them. And so he's like, "Oh, did you guys want to go live with this?" So it does seem like a chase, but I mean, if it's over, he was like giving them the shit. I was like, "Yes, dude, give it to him."
Oh my God. Colonel Coffee?
Reports of his demise were greatly exaggerated.
Colonel Coffee came in because you said the thing about the C's, and he's like, "Hey, guess what? Double C in action, baby."
I know.
As far as law enforcement goes, the only thing that I can say.
Thank you. Good to see you, man.
LAPD helicopter still above it. They're keeping an eye.
No.
I was like, it's them, not us.
$2.40 from Frankfurt, Germany. Welcome. Thank you.
How do you say that name so I can write it?
Just put in Bayou Baston.
They may be setting up a little bit ahead of it.
Yes, that's it.
We'll be using some sort of
it's so funny. I recently was asked by a gentleman how large was our German audience.
Hi, Tom. Well, there's at least one German. So we appreciate that. Jeanette, thank you. Hanging out over on the Facebook. House mom over there.
Giving me the heads up on this, so I was ready, and much appreciated, Jeanette.
Always appreciate you, Jeanette. Nice looking. No bad looking pools on this road, huh? Not yet, anyway. Northern California Cubs fan with 5 bones. You guys are very generous today, and let me tell you, thank you. It's kind of a crappy month last month.
Hey, that's all right though. It's all about the finish, not the start or the middle, Creed.
Right.
When we're dead and people are happy about it, not in that kind of way, but happy about what we did, Georgia and California.
I see our legacy that we're leaving behind.
Legacy behind.
Georgia and California 20 watch. Thank you.
right now.
Debbie, we believe that it is a stolen box truck. If you look right there next to your name, it says it in giant letters across the screen there.
Debbie, are you any relation to Zach Mendenhall?
Have you ever done Dallas?
He used to live next door to me. I'm just asking.
Don't buy, welcome. 469 of you. Appreciate it. Please, by all means, we don't ask this very often, but I mean, it's a live chase. If you want to share it out, feel free. I mean, some people like those sorts of things.
It'd be exciting.
Oh, there's a rider truck.
We can take that rider truck. There's nobody there.
Yeah, go get the rider truck and then go
Swap
paint
out.
it. Go paint it yellow. It shouldn't be white. That's
Stu, the language,
so wrong.
Important, obviously, when we cover
The language. Stu cussing?
Jules, welcome. Call me Rose.
Life chase with 500 of you.
Pamela, 18 months.
Camilla.
Well, you know,
Yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. Thank you for noticing, Michael.
Thank you for the reminder.
We're re-engaging the pursuit, or we are in pursuit of, and we have actually not heard that. We've actually seen the opposite. They back down. Again, it's not it's a judgment call on somebody other than us. And of course, they seem to be doing the
I can't hear a word that you're saying. It's like you're, even though the audio's not, it sounds like you're a complete compressing. I don't know if that's just on my end or not, but
oh geez.
Oh, there you go. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's almost like it compresses your, you know, and then all of a sudden it's just.
These guys. It's the guys in the truck. I blame them. Can Stu lean out and wipe the lens off?
Yeah, we need a lens wipe.
Make them kind of keep an eye on what's going on. We understand we have another solid red coming up as we're
Sweet tea, thank you. Solid green she just gave.
She is solid green for sure. Stand up type of gal. She's solid.
And Chris, known gifter, as I read quite often. Thank you. One to the main channel. Appreciate that. The gift that, wow, keeps on giving, as they say. Mikey, I no offense to that coverage there, but let's go over to where it's a little
less foggy, wet.
And see how this
ends little less foggy.
Drives fast from time to time, as you mentioned, Philip. But for the most part,
Heidi G29 months.
Wow, that's a lot. 129.
Decided to cut through the center median, go
that's
into oncoming traffic. Fortunately, at a slow rate of speed, we may be able to.
This is an OG call.
Hit another vehicle, but wasn't traveling fast enough.
I don't know. It doesn't do it for long periods of time like it just did there. It'll usually correct itself pretty quick.
I think we're coming out Malibu.
It didn't do it like I was completely gone, huh? Well,
no, you were completely shot. It was just.
I'll never tell you guys what I said ever. I said it once, and I'll never say it again.
Yeah,
so we do have some more information that the LAPD is backed off.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they still have the helicopter here, and they're going to go ahead and turn this over to the LA County Sheriff. This is their area, so they're going to be a little more familiar with it. They're going to have more units in the area. CHP may assist.
Hello, Sharon. Tell Rick we said hi. Great to see you guys.
It looks like now
awesome to see you guys.
Very little traffic continuing northbound as we travel through this area of Malibu.
At the open roads ahead, Creed.
Come down pretty good.
Yeah. And so for those of you just joining us, we've been following this pursuit, which we started with it.
Wow, Penelope making some really good decisions today. Thank you and welcome.
Has been following it now, about 15 minutes? A moderate speed chase or pursuit.
Thank you.
But he has been driving dangerously, Scott.
Again, it'll be interesting to see if they put some pressure on him and get some units behind him. Because if they're handing it off, maybe they're not going to be as, standoffish, if you will.
Yeah.
At the 405 freeway, basically, and the suspect continued in this truck to the PCH.
Oh, well, Andrew, that's okay.
Back to 2 seconds.
On PCH, right off,
Creed's gone. Now I can tell you guys what I said when I was gurgling. Birthday gifts will be accepted tomorrow, since it is my birthday. So don't be shy.
Oncoming traffic and swerved around a couple of cars.
Gift to this guy.
3 to 4 miles an hour. It was just stopped. Did hit a vehicle, and then, excuse me. No, here we go.
All right, so that's what I was talking about right there.
Right, so that's in the beginning.
The camera, and re-rack this. That doesn't happen often. But you see right there the suspect.
Whoa! He did some good driving there backwards.
I mean, he's obviously a wheel man.
Right? That's dangerous. And they backed off with the patrol cars. They kept the helicopter overhead. Thank you, Marshall. It was fantastic. And
they call Marshall?
Marshall. Can we call Marshall now? It's Marshall.
To the LA County Sheriff's Department.
Marshall.
Say that was pretty impressive.
Lily, perfect name for what's going on here.
Shoot a live chase, rewind, and show what happened at one of its most dangerous spots. But Scott, I think to you and Marcel as well, that is indicative of why they said it. It is you can't. I mean, he was well over into oncoming traffic before finally making his way back over to the northbound side. And, we can see with his windshield wipers, a moment ago, the windshield wipers were on.
Oh, they are. They're deployed.
The on the road. We know
the on position.
Wet, and he's heading in the direction of the more severe rain, heading northbound. So this person, even though authorities are not right behind him or her, continues to, when finding
not lately, haven't needed to.
They're willing to.
There will be a day, though.
Traffic onto the shoulder, through intersections. This person has shown no indication that they're going to stop.
I look out the window. I think the LAPD helicopter may have backed up altogether. I'm not certain. I just don't.
Thank you, Willow Jr.
PCH is down to one lane here. We've had a lot of problems on PCH.
9 months
over the last couple of weeks and months.
You keep hearing a buzz moment here and there, or is it just me on my end? Like it goes.
But you can also see the truck's not really traveling at much a higher rate of speed than the normal traffic through this area. And we have gotten away from what there was a little concern about when I first started to follow this, the pedestrian.
Yeah, we need to be more like Brazil, where they just fire out the chapel.
Or if we're going to be just more humane, we'll just like dump refuge.
Or we can go back to the 90s and just drop a whole thing of slime out.
Man, that'll work too. Man, nobody's on the beach today.
No.
They're trying to make changes, but it's
61 degrees.
It's a good day to go to the beach.
Gloomy.
So that it's not
raining.
And not dangerous, especially on the narrow side.
What's made it even more dangerous, Creed? Wet roads.
Yeah.
That's right. It's just upped it at least the crazy factor by at least 1%.
Make sure you steal something while you're in LA.
Yeah, we're well past that.
They have a Lego store. You can go steal from there.
Maybe. They encourage it. Look at
air
those.
surface tasers. I like that.
If that gives you a little perspective on where we're
electrified nets. Hear me out.
We don't see excessive speeds, and I really think the strategy with LAPD is the correct one.
That must be it.
I think that Michael's watched some other Michael on TV.
How great would that be? Track the storm.
With the mountains there.
If a black what was it, a Trans Am?
Yeah, he would and Knight Rider. He would pull the I guess it was a Trans Am, up into the back of the 18-wheeler. Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe there's a tracker on the vehicle. Maybe a lot of things.
You would think there would be a tracker on something like that.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Back off, so possibly there's this individual That's a real good strategy.
Well,
I've seen some nice pools.
Certainly, the possibility for somebody to get hurt is significant with that vehicle, but you do seem to see a different attitude. As
might not be getting it today, John.
Visually,
it could be out for delivery for a while.
Driving into oncoming traffic or in the turn.
Fast delivery, as it says on the side too, man.
Traffic, but if this person stops,
people don't know that it's a chase. They're like, damn. Really is taking this fast delivery a little too serious.
I don't even think I'd. I mean, again, they said this is by air only. So there's currently no units that are near him, I guess.
Yeah, for no reason though. He didn't have any obstructions in front of him. So I wonder if
distracted,
you something like that. You start to
think he's texting. Maybe he was peeing in a bottle.
That's entirely possible. He wants to get the whole real trucker experience.
Pulled a high tower.
Hello, Andrea.
Hello.
Just a
And
guess.
we're coming up on Canaan, so that gives you an idea where we're at here on PCH. But yeah, all the patrol cars have backed off, and it seems like a really good.
I don't think so. I saw a couple of you said it looks like they might have been.
Scott's signal just froze.
Oh, we lost it.
Up on Canaan,
we went black.
Explains that too.
Elaine,
to ask him how long.
Good to see you.
Signal hold as it began.
Look at that hair.
In that part of PCH.
Yeah.
Hot
You had
damn.
to fly up higher to.
Are we looking at the tires here too? If you get yours back, we'll jump to it. But
it's still a little bit spotty, so hold it for.
I
don't think they are. I think that with that truck, you would
it would be real significant. But he did run over.
This one here looks. They can't get a damn thing in focus.
Up toward, point.
It's not Marshall's fault.
I think
Marshall, whatever they call him.
Maybe that's when he's going
Markle.
to start to lose the signal.
Good point, you see
there,
there.
Scott. But again, for law enforcement, they're just
I believe they're
following or even maybe watching Scott's signal because he even mentioned that the police helicopter has gone away. Scott, I was kind of curious if
do you want to jump back to their audio or
has been seen or if whether we're going to have that.
It's up to you. They're still in and out here,
as well. So I'm not sure if they're involved.
Yeah, I'll pull it
now
up.
it does appear as if they're just going to watch
And
and
we'll
see
keep
what
an eye
happens.
on this pursuit and bring you any developments. Are we going to move
The
on
other plan might be this driver might be thinking, I'm just going to go up to Ventura. I can tell you, Ventura CHP, they've got
Yes, he's going to pick up my lunch and bring it to me.
my whole house smells like a steak and shake right now. So
if they get that far and we're still with it, this is probably going to have a much different type of ending than down here. But as it stands, this is a stolen vehicle, kind of on its own now, making its way northbound on Pacific Coast Highway, and we're getting into the northern part of Malibu right now.
By the way, 600 of you here, hit the like and help me and the Creedster out.
Yeah, would you?
In Ventura,
Please.
and he is approaching that county line in about 10 miles, I believe. Being familiar with that area, but
are we setting up a roadblock on the county lines like they did in the old movies?
Yeah, like the old days. You ain't coming into my county.
You'll never get in here.
Frightening because not only if there's a spin out that occurs, would that person be jeopardizing themselves?
Yeah,
but
it might be, and I would imagine that they're a dually in the back. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't know a lot about
as well. But look at all of that rain.
old.
You can tell by as he was mentioning.
Look at all that water.
I'll show you very quickly what they're doing here, showing the weather. Look at the chase down there in the corner.
Hey now.
Oh,
whoa!
He might have just clipped that. There might have been a little paint swap right there on that.
Maybe this guy's not used to driving on wet roads.
Hey, Daddy.
I get that a lot. It's like, what are they thinking?
Why don't we give Stu a pew pew and he could maybe shoot out the tires from up in the air?
You called it out, Sandra. He was kind of wobbling back and forth, and for a moment,
we ain't at it in forever. She's gonna run over to Freddy's, and then we looked at the
just kind of
the menus. It's a good idea to go for the 444 deals at the old steak and shake. Cowboy Joe, well,
just not paying attention, which just adds to the trouble.
I think that
a lot of muddy water.
I think we're back. I think.
Okay.
What have we missed, Scott?
Well, not too much. The vehicle's been traveling about the same rate of speed. If you just joined us, that vehicle was stolen. Originally a LAPD pursuit in Santa Monica, now on PCH headed northbound. And so what is a moderate rain traveling up through the Zuma area in Malibu. We haven't seen the suspect really drive at too high rate of speed. Once we had a near collision, or a collision at slow speed, I should say. And here's the video.
I haven't had them yet, Pamela. They're in the fridge.
The vehicle truck decided to go into oncoming traffic. Now, fortunately, it wasn't moving very fast, and he did clip one of those vehicles, but that gave them an idea how desperate the suspect was. Then they backed off. Now we're back to a live shot, and you can tell we're starting to get some real slick conditions here. LAPD has backed off. They're content to say, hey, let this guy
Is it really that slick?
They've even pulled the helicopter. We understand they've handed it over to...
I mean, I understand, like, you guys taught us, one thing that you've taught us since we started this is driving in rain in California is much different.
Yeah, like people don't know how to act in the rain there.
Right. Which I found so funny.
Look how that back is kind of bouncing weird.
That's definitely a dual axle on the back. Definitely a dually. So you got 4 tires in the back. They all look like they're. That one appears to be somewhat down, but I think it's just the way we're looking at it. I don't know.
might be difficult for us to continue any further than, say, Point Magoo.
Point Magoo.
Up ahead.
Don't forget at 4:05 today,
Very
about an hour and 5 minutes from now,
on PCH.
we'll be doing Wild Women Wednesday, all body cam and pursuit videos featuring women that are just crazy as hell.
That's why it's called Wild Women Wednesday. For We Gotta Chase again, 405 East. And Carlos from West Virginia, send me over some of the finest baked goods. Remember, I was telling you, I always get the pizza rolls.
Carlos, I'm sorry to hear your last Hooters closed.
The suspect will cross lanes, go into the center divider, go
Condolences
over on the shoulder, but really,
nah, they haven't said anything about it.
No regard of who's
they
beside
do not
him. We've
know
seen him merely sideswipe
yet.
people as he just kept that straight line. That may be because of the vehicle and the difficulty driving it like a car. But right now, I mean, he's right on the yellow line, and you know, this is the kind of thing that, even though it's not really fast, that vehicle is that, especially the front end, that's a pretty heavy vehicle. And it would,
according to the video I'm looking at, it looks like they're all good.
Yeah, I don't really see an issue.
This vehicle and its the ability.
I mean, nobody's been out trying to spike. Hell, we haven't even seen one cop since we started this live broadcast.
Yeah, right at the very beginning, when I was about to go live, I saw 3, and then after he did that move where he went into oncoming traffic, they just disappeared.
Start thinking he's under the influence of something. That very well could be. We don't see him swerving back.
Oh, here we go again. Probably got a long rap sheet. Probably been in and out of jail and prison.
Back in the other lane, seems to be able to continue straight for the most part.
Remember the time when they were saying all that about the one?
That could change, but we're starting to get a.
He's obviously a degenerate.
And this could.
You know, Jesus used to be a member here on the channel for quite a while, and then Jesus left, and now Satin.
Now Satin's around all the time.
As good as we could with the camera. When you lost our signal, and it does appear that it's just the driver. It was hard for us to confirm that for certain. You know, somebody could have been down in that seat that we couldn't see in the passenger seat. But
maybe hunched over in the face into the lap of the driver? Is that what you're getting to?
Well, and again, you mentioned it earlier.
Spicy.
Hello.
Come up on the top of the
hey, what's up, Law?
We don't know what's in the vehicle, and we don't know anything. We don't know anything about the driver. This again,
probably somebody pulled over to get some gas or stopped at a gas station. They just jumped in it and took off.
Must crash.
Place of business or home that had rented this vehicle. So we don't know if
is that what they do rental trucks. I don't know if this one's a rental truck because it doesn't says,
and we don't know if it's filled with somebody's merchandise and property that could vehicle to
somebody just got evicted. Maybe 10 minutes. Remember, it said just 10 minutes. I'll be out of here.
Merchandise. He's gonna fence the goods later on.
You know, it's in the back of there. We've all seen Beverly Hills Cop. It's a load of cigarettes, y'all.
I agree with you. My bet would be that
going to see Johnny Finsta. Get me some monies for these goods.
Could be some of those new home stereos, you know.
I'd be shocked if this vehicle doesn't have a tracker in it. I mean, most vehicles vehicles that have delivery people on board. You know, everybody's tracked these days. So I'd be shocked if this vehicle doesn't have a tracker in it. And that could be one of the police have said, hey, forget about it. Let LA County Sheriff follow it on the tracker.
They do around here and Home Depot. I don't know about box trucks, though, but I see the
like pickups and stuff. You can rent
pickup trucks all the time.
Miles or so, then we're going to be in Ventura County, and then they'll probably hand it over to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. But I'd be shocked if there's not a tracker in that vehicle.
I don't think anything's smoking. That looks like
that's just Walda.
And I agree with you, it looks pretty light.
That looks like the wet stuff.
And we
I think the water is going to keep it from doing any smoking.
Oh yeah, you guys enjoying that premiere? I mean, what happens there in that case when you go live during a scheduled premiere? Is it even off?
Yeah, just it's still there. It's just you pick.
So many different scenarios over the years.
I'll stay here.
But there's a good chance, Giovanna, that you're correct.
Let's see if anybody's there. Let me go
look.
look.
More than we do. They've already checked out where it was stolen from.
Hello, Ed. See.
Uh-oh, Ed. They said they wouldn't be able to be with it much longer, so I don't know.
Probably at least 45 minutes. Something there.
Yeah, Scott, and you said it started on the westbound 10 freeway near the 405?
Oh.
There was a following for a little bit. of this vehicle before they went into pursuit mode, which means they had the helicopter overhead. They followed the vehicle. It came back stolen.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's, I hate to say that, but I just, I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they said they couldn't go much further.
It was just in tracking mode. And that's when we first heard about it. It didn't go into a full-on pursuit until they got into the Santa Monica area. And then we might have that video once again.
Well, Midwest Motor, come back at 4:05 East for We Gotta Chase, because it's Wild Woman Wednesday, the best day of the week.
It's gonna be wow. Whoa, Marcel, you all right? What are we shooting the bush for?
Incident where he did hit a vehicle, but it was a slow rate of speed. There's the video right there.
Boy, they are really showing that tiny little hit there quite a bit, ain't we?
I mean, that's when your highlight reel is one thing. I mean,
yeah,
you can show.
By the way, remember the time, and I remember chatting with Marcel about it. One of the best shots we've ever seen is when they were out over the ocean and had to shoot it from there. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it was like a straight on, you know, like you were looking right out the side of the. Oh my God, that was awesome.
And fell back into tracking mode.
Billy Roo.
That can always direction as well. Right now, this person seems to be driving, you know, somewhat reasonably in that they're
I'd say pretty normal, yeah,
to people around them. But
I mean, they misjudged a curb a little bit, but
changes. You know, they know where it is, and this is what I'm talking about: straightening the curves. I mean, he just takes a line, and it doesn't matter if anybody's right next to him or not. It's just going forward. And if it gets more dangerous, again, they can re-engage whenever they want.
Can they? I wonder how far away units are at this point.
Is going to make it less dangerous. I think that's
if they're about to hand it off to another county, I'm guessing not very close.
I think they already did. Jenny.
It looked like he could hold a
Jenny.
vehicle, but then from time to time it swerves, and that's really an indication of drugs or alcohol. Something.
Come on.
The vehicle.
He's just a bad driver.
Swerves to the right. Is just.
It's a good indication he's on the drugs.
Control the vehicle. We're down to one lane.
I mean, he's really like kept it within the lines quite a bit.
Swerving oncoming traffic here, head-on collision with that vehicle, you're probably going to have a fatal. But I don't know that there's that much that police can do at this point in time, except for sit back and watch and hope that no one gets hurt.
Yeah, and Scott, we can't really see from where that angle as far as what might be coming around those corners. But see, this is one thing that's concerning to me when you've only got one lane for the truck.
Oh,
and two on the other side. You know, that's when it starts to be worrisome to me, when this person who has shown the ability to pass people into oncoming traffic or using the turn lane to pass. That's
they do that
here.
quite often.
If this person is just
it's a thing.
I'm
surprised they haven't talked about a potential rap sheet
only
either.
One lane, because like you said, you can't see what's coming around that corner.
However, we have seen a lot of chases end, and not specifically end though, by getting locked up until they get done with all of their drugs. So that is certainly a thing.
And it gets worse and worse and worse. We sort of, but here initially we saw the suspect be able to out of traffic.
700 of you here. Hit the like if you would. We appreciate it.
And then not too long ago, we saw him actually just.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm pretty sure this is going to cut out here pretty soon. Did we lose Fox?
Yeah.
Are they done?
They're done.
The only reason why I'm telling you that is you can see what kind of area we're in, and you can see that it's already starting to skip. So
you're right. You know, as we travel north here, there are some turns for the most part, not big wide turns. We're coming up towards Point Magoo here.
Magoo.
Right there.
Looks like weather-wise, we can.
Thanks, Mountain Billy. Now hit it one more time for me, please.
It's a steady rain, but it's not a heavy rain.
Double tap.
Everybody is backed off, so I have a feeling that they've got a tracker on this, as I mentioned, and they're just going to let.
Thank you.
Right now,
they call me Rose.
By the way, as soon as this is over, everybody go over to our premiere that's happening on Credence and Mikey, like right now.
It makes sense for them to back off at this point.
We'd appreciate that.
Hell yeah, Joe.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's you. Love that.
Will allow them to get to this.
Jim, I need some advice on a good hotel on the strip.
Where are you about now on PC?
But not an expensive hotel on the strip.
Just go to the Motel 6 that Dan Ellison, the educated redneck, would always go to.
Oh no, not that cheap.
Oh, that's perfect.
Here now, he's got a vehicle in front of him.
We're gonna pass him on the double yeller.
Look, he's just pushing him out of the way.
Get out of my way.
Split from one lane.
Move, bitch.
And now just one lane southbound. Boy, that's a tight squeeze on the southbound side. Oncoming traffic. Just that double yellow line there. If he swerves into that now, we are going to have consequences.
Swerves into that, somebody may get hit.
There is some traffic coming southbound. We just certainly hope that this.
There ain't no pit incoming on this one, my friends. It ain't happening. I don't even think there's a unit behind them for miles.
You know, you would think a person.
There really isn't.
And that does make sense. If they know that there's a tracker on it, there's no reason to. I mean, you got the eyes in the sky. Of course, you know, it's not just the news that's up there. The sheriff's up there.
That's the terrifying thing, is that this person doesn't have.
If he starts driving crazy, then yeah, they might engage.
They might re-engage, yeah. But I mean, we're in some terrain here now where I don't think there's tons of roads to the left or right. You know, kind of a straight shot here at this point.
Yeah, on top of it right there. Yeah, it could be deadly. There's a truck coming opposite direction. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
I mean, it takes your breath away. You know, if this individual does do that, we're going to have it's horrible. Innocent people getting killed in a situation like this. I mean, it's certainly a possibility. Unfortunately, you know, we have to talk.
Nice
about
new road, though, huh?
Happened so many times in the past.
Nice.
Absolutely right.
Look how green them hills are, baby.
That in just a moment. And we will be in Ventura County's jurisdiction here pretty soon. You know, it's interesting the way some jurisdictions handle these things differently.
Yeah, but welcome back, buddy.
PCH, into an area up here in the Ventura area into Oxnard, and it'll be a little different situation as far.
Who's handsome? Welcome back as well.
Long time no see, Wrench.
Some of these residential areas that'll be available to the vehicle. About 5 to 10 miles north of here.
Well, Get that POS Porsche out of the way. We got things to do.
Oh, what if he just rams it from behind right now? Just as hard as he can from behind.
Right? I mean, it's pretty much.
That's a good point. You could raid. Can you raid yourself?
How do I do that, though? I don't know how to do that.
This is, again, every time this person has been slowed, that's when the unpredictability takes over.
Expect me to know how to use
once
YouTube.
You get a little further north on PCH up into the Oxnard area, then the conditions change a little bit. I mean, once we're past Point Magoo's airspace here, we're going to see that in just a moment. See if they'll get us clearance to go through. I think they will. I don't believe they have anything active right now. But
they ain't got shit going on over there.
10, 12 miles.
Oh, we're going for the pass.
Just like this. But there is a point in time where it does get into a more congested area when you get up into Oxnard.
Yeah, and it looks like he's speeding up to go around some of these cars.
Good point.
It does look like at times he slows down a little bit. I don't know if you have the.
I did. I get a little shock every single time in the bottom of my left foot.
We could bring up the real-time speed tracker
but he does speed up to pass some cars, and when you've got a two-lane.
If you want to learn on the fly, Mikey,
I already done it.
All right.
I figured it out.
No one behind him. So
that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Away from anybody. There's not even a helicopter overhead any longer, and there's no way.
Oh, is that why they were talking about clearance?
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't believe anyone else is. So it's not like he knows the helicopter is following him or there are any patrol cars. But still, he's pretty impatient. And when he comes up on a vehicle that isn't traveling fast enough for him, he really starts to speed up. And
Erica, right on time and late as always.
A lot of cases we've seen earlier.
Many thanks.
Regardless if it was dangerous and into oncoming traffic or on the shoulder, right now, though.
Sure is. It is live for the moment. We lost Fox already.
I'm very surprised 7 is still with it.
Yeah, it's not skipping too bad.
It's cleared up a little bit, yeah.
As Giovanna mentioned, it does.
Cole Owen, thank you. 29 beautiful months.
That is what they call the OG.
This is an OG call.
That's when he does seem to accelerate.
And
I think you're
man.
He gets impatient and he just wants to get around. So here's another opportunity for him to see that spot and take it. Although going
okay, so it's near Camp Pendleton. Okay, I know exactly.
The white zone is for loading and unloading only, Richard. So you know.
Right?
Give me altitude, if you would.
So Scott is.
Deborah, welcome to the fam. Appreciate it. Making really good choices today, and we're supposed to give out compliments with new members. We forgot about that. We started it yesterday.
That is a very cute pic.
I just love the color of your shirt.
So there for a a moment. It's just that area, there's always seeming to be some construction going on.
Some construction going on.
It can get down to 2 lanes. You worry about people who are working.
Well, we've went. That's a great shot.
That's the one we should go with. Go back to that.
It is raining, and as he moves into
That's
Ventura, there'll
funny.
be more rain. And I was talking about line. And
I think
All
that's
right.
probably
Well,
it.
yep. We'll we'll watch it here for just a second, and if they bring it back, which I did, we're just re-rack it. They've re-racked the.
This is just
the
what
shot that we've seen 70
beginning.
times.
Yeah. All right. So I say we go ahead and end this.
Yeah.
Creed, thank these people. By the way, I would like for you all to be redirected as soon as this ends. Creed, go ahead and thank everybody.
The Lowe's Express. That makes sense there. Free advertising. Cooper, thank you. Carol, Chris E, Jim, Ann, Chatty, Colonel Coffee's back at. I love that.
I love that.
Basty, we'll say. That's good enough. Northern Cali, Cubs fan, Sweet Tea with some gifts. Chris is, of course, a known gifter. Penelope, welcome, and Deborah, and I just saw Who's Handsome with 5 bones.
And Who's Handsome is back as a member, by the way. I did not get that up because I was doing some other stuff, but Who's Handsome, you are on the caboose, my friend. The caboose. And Chris, 3 months a member. Thank you so much. Yeah. Love you. Stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. We go live with every live chase we can, and we cover chase material each and every Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss it. See you back here real soon.
405.
Yeah, what Creed said.
405.
Just do what I tell you.